the fact that we are all energy. Let's talk about that. When you look at your hand, what is it that you see? You see your hand. That seems like it's completely solid. Look at your hand. Seems like it's completely solid. But when you get closer, what do you see? You see cells. Then even closer, you see strands of DNA. And then even beyond that, after you see the strands of DNA, you see atoms. And then beyond that, you see protons, neutrons, electrons, and the space within an atom between the different elements, right? We see that you have the nucleus, and then you have electrons spinning around the atom. And just so we can get our minds around this, if an apple was in front of you, and that was the nucleus of an atom, the electrons that are spinning around it would be 2 kilometers away. It's far away. That composition tells us that inside of an atom, it's 99.999% empty space. That's what makes physical mass. It's empty space. These electrons, these atoms that are spinning, they're vibrating, shows that it's a frequency. It shows that everything is vibration. Everything in the physical world here, everything is a vibration. Your hand, your physical body is a vibration, is a frequency. The atoms that are inside your body are composed of 99.999% empty space. And within this space is where you find the ether. This special portion. It's not empty, it's energy. There's 9999% of empty space in the atom. Again, if the atom, the nucleus, was an apple in front of you, the electrons would be 2 kilometers away inside that atom. The atoms that make up your physical body, the physical world that is around us, is at 99.99% empty space. So that's what they say. But upon further analysis and higher knowledge, this empty space in the atom is not empty. It's energy. It's commonly called ether. The double slit experiment proved that there's an etheric field all around us. The space between you and something else physical, let's just say this, there is a liquid. They've proved it. Look, if you haven't seen it, look up the double slit experiment. They've proved it. There's waves of energy here. And what's even more interesting is that anything can appear within it. Within this ether, anything can manifest within it. You want to know why we found this out? During the double slit experiment, towards the end, they ran it again, and they could see the waves of energy. But they said, what happens if we run the machine, we turn on the machine, turn it off, and turn it back on? Are we going to see the waves? Because they were reading the waves. They were shooting particles in the air, and they could see that the particles were shifting energy all around them as if it were water. Think of it in water, and there's an object in the water moving within the water. You're going to have the energy of the water moving around it. So they were shooting particles in the air, and they were registering energy. Energy waves. But what if they shoot the particles and then turn on the machine later in the experiment? We should see the waves, right? If something's moving through water, whether you're there or not, it's going to push the water around it. They found out that it only registers the waves when they gave attention to it. We are creating, manifesting physical world around us. When we are not giving attention to it, there's nothing happening. Once we give attention to atoms, particles, within the ether, it appears. Everything is energy. Everything. Okay. So